Hello, BookTube. This is Book Talks with Miss Thomas, and I am trying a new filming location today. I thought maybe sitting by the window, I could pretend it's sunny and warm, because it's not. We are in winter. Anyway, I was very kindly tagged by Sandy at Miss Reads a Lot. So if you stay tuned, I will share my tag with you. So hello, everybody. It's so wonderful to be tagged and to be included. And so I really want to give a great big thank you to Sandy at Miss Reads a Lot for tagging me with the Booktubers I Love Tag. And it's always nice to be loved too. Gotta love that one. Okay, so let's get into it. Prompt number 1. Who was the first booktuber that you subscribed to? And I will say, I'm going to say she's really more of a YouTuber, but she wrote a book. So I think that counts. And I will say At Home with Nikki. And At Home with Nikki is a Southern girl. I want to say Atlanta. And she posted videos about how to decorate, how to have beautiful tablescapes for holidays, how to make your guests feel included when you have them over. And I just loved her videos, love them. I say loved past tense because I've been so wrapped into the BookTube community. I haven't watched an At Home with Nikki video recently, but I know she's still out there, and she did write a book. And I love her channel because it always starts with, hello, friends. And I just love that. You know, it's always nice, just total stranger, but just to say, hello, friends. It's like, I'm friends with Nikki. And my children like that too. They would always, oh, she's listening to that Nikki again. Hello, friends. It kind of got to be a thing in our house because we just all liked it. Okay, who was the most recent booktuber you subscribed to? And today I subscribed to my newest subscriber, number 85. And the name of the BookTube channel is Tea Time with Tracy and Violet. And I've posted everything below. But I do want to say, it's so nice when somebody comments and subscribes. And then I always, when somebody subscribes or comments, I always click on the little icon and see if they have a channel so that I can support them and subscribe to their channel as well. And it always amazes me, these people that watch my channel and say nice things to me, and then I'm blown away by their channels. So definitely, Tea Time with Tracy and Violet is a fantastic channel, and I love all the vintage teacups and things. I love to go to tea rooms, and my mom, before she passed away, we would go to tea quite often. So that just, I loved their channel. As soon as I saw all the teacups, I was just, you had me at teacup. I'm actually a coffee drinker, but I loved all the beautiful teacups and the videos and the content as well. And I thought it was cute that the commenter said, I subscribed, I'm number 85. So now that's her name, number 85. All right. Name 3 booktubers you want to give a shout out to. Well, if I have to name only 3, there are so many. But I would say Gina Stanier. And I came up with reasons, and I put the reasons in the comments? No, I put the reasons in the description box. Okay, Gina Stanier for blending beauty with literacy, because as a reading person, a reading teacher, I do think reading is beautiful, and I want my students to see the beauty in reading and in books. And Gina Stanier is just such a beautiful person, always promoting beauty, and I love that about her channel. And then I would say Michelle Lexi, because she's from Australia and she has this interesting love for reptiles and animals, and her channel's interesting. And I still immediately, my mind pops to her Halloween video. She actually did her video in her costume. So, and it was an interesting costume. So I like Michelle Lexi. and Kiran at New Breeders from India. And Kiran is definitely, she's one of my first friends on BookTube, so she's especially dear to my heart. But the reason I pick those three is because they're from different locations. And I love the thought of different people reading around the world. I love to think like, I'm sleeping right now, but somebody else is reading a good book, you know? And I just love, that's one thing I love about BookTube is I'm making all these fascinating friends from around the world. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I worked all day, so I'm exhausted now and I'm a little bit tongue-tied, so please bear with me. Okay, number 4. If you could meet one booktuber right now, who would that be? I can't limit it to one. I picked my 2 favorite ladies out there on YouTube would be Shelley Swearingen and of course, Sandy from Miss Reads a Lot. And I thought it would be interesting to get those 2 together because they're so lovely, and I think they're friends in the BookTube community. I wouldn't be at all surprised if they're not. I mean, if they are. Again, tongue-tied. I believe they're friends on the BookTube community. They balance each other out. You know, Sandy is very, hello everyone, welcome to BookTube. You know, she's very straightforward, and she just has a very almost no nonsense way about her videos that I love. You know, she talks about the books, and it's such a, like, her channel is just so informative and engaging and interesting. And I love her approach, her style. And then at the other end, you have Shelley Swearingen, and her style is, hey, y'all, you know, there's one video where she's looking in an oven. What are you doing in my oven? You know, being silly. And I think it would be so fun to get together with those 2 and just watch them bounce off of each other, you know. And also, I'm a sucker for puppy dogs. And I know Sandy did a great video on dogs, and Shelley has this new puppy. So I would love just to get together. Now, I'm a cat person, but all animals, you know, I love all things warm-blooded. And so it would be fun to see them get together, especially with Shelley's new puppy. Okay, so who is your favorite YouTuber that is not a booktuber? And I had to name 3. The first would be Dominique Sash. I think it's Sash. Dominique Sash. She was a reporter in Texas, and she's recently retired, and she has a YouTube channel that she's had for years, and I've been watching for years. And initially I was watching because with her experience as a reporter, she had all this, you know, great makeup advice and fashion advice, and that's kind of how she started. But since then, I've been watching, and I've learned she reads, and she talks about reading, and she gives life advice, and sometimes she has one video. It was probably the first video I saw that I just loved, and I think it's called Keep It Classy, Girlfriend. And I love that. I love, you know, for people to get out there and say, like, this is what, you know, you should do to be classy. And I think that anybody can be classy. You know, we think of like higher class or upper class. That's not what I mean. I mean just being decent and kind and just approachable and lovely. You know, I'd said about that book, the Audrey Hepburn book, How to Be Lovely, you know, the Audrey Hepburn Way. It's a book I read for Nonfiction November that I promoted. Go figure. Dominic Sash has, or is it Sachs, has a Audrey Hepburn on her wall, and she's just such a classy lady. I love her. I love to listen to her videos. And then I also like Catherine on Do It on a Dime, and go figure, Catherine was a teacher. I gravitate toward YouTubers, I think, that were teachers. And she has these videos where she talks about the dollar store and ways to, you know, make Christmas decorations or Thanksgiving decorations, ways to organize your house, ways to help your your children learn. She has young children. Do it on a dime, you know. So she's very thrifty, and I love her videos. And I also like her little son, Cooking with Carson. Sometimes Cooking with Carson has a playlist, and he's older now, but when he was young, he had this adorable video where he did a recipe for peanut butter cookies. And I use the recipe. I still look up Cooking with Carson and pull up his peanut butter cookie recipe. So definitely want to give her a shout out. She doesn't need it though. She probably doesn't even know who I am. And then I also like Six Sisters stuff. And again, it'll be in the description below, but it's Six Sisters stuff. And there's one sister in particular that does the cooking YouTube videos, and she talks a lot about how to cook with your Instapot. And there's a joke in our house that if I weren't already married to my husband, I'd marry the Instapot, because I love my Instapot. I'm always cooking in my Instapot. So I love Six Sisters stuff because they can cook anything in an Instapot, and they have these great recipes for that. I have notes, so sorry, I'm looking at my cheat sheet. Okay. Oh, number 6. This is a hard one for me. So this is where I may need to go back and edit. I don't know. We'll see. It's so hard for me to pick 14 booktubers that I want to mention. My first and favorite booktuber would have to be, no surprise, Bill Ruttenberg. And the reason is because, and like Sandy said in her video, and by the way, some of these people I'm mentioning are mentioned in her video as well. So, you know, I'm sorry. I could not mention them since they're mentioned in Sandy's video. I don't think Bill was, but I know down the thing some others were. And we're just going to have to share. I think if they had to pick, they'd pick Sandy over me. Some of them might not even know who I am, but I do need to mention the booktubers that I like, even if they're already mentioned in another video. So I'm sharing. Okay, so Bill Ruttenberg, though, he was the first YouTuber to recognize me and to like get on YouTube and say, hey, you should check out Miss Thomas. And it's such a wonderful thing to do for anyone, but especially, you know, I was very touched as a YouTuber, booktuber starting out with my channel. I still am just starting out. I don't even have 100 subs, although maybe by the time this gets posted, I will, because I'm going to post this later. I've got some other things lined up first that I want to do. But definitely Bill Ruttenberg. And also I want to say about Bill Ruttenberg, he did give me my first shout out, but I love the way he talks about his childhood. He's also a teacher, and he was a foster child, and I don't know the specifics of his childhood, but he talks about what it was to be a foster child and the comfort that books brought him, and that some of the teachers that reached out to him and encouraged him when he was young and going through difficult times. I just love that. I find that so moving, and I just love to see when people receive kindness and then they give it back, they pay it forward. And to me, Bill Ruttenberg is the embodiment of that. I have such respect for that man. And then Margaret Bernard, now that one Sandy mentioned. I think I probably found Margaret Bernard through Sandy's channel. She's an author and a booktuber, and it's so funny. I'm embarrassed because I just found her. You know, I think Sandy might have mentioned her. She may have commented on one of my videos. And so I would, you know, watch her videos and comment. And then I was like, wow, she's an author too. I had no idea. And she never made me feel small for that. You know, she's always just been very supportive and one to build me up and to build others up. And I love that about her. I look for that in people. Students, if you're watching, you know, look for people who build others up and avoid people who tear others down. It's a very important life lesson and skill. And the same is true for me as an old lady starting out, making new friends in the booktuber community. I love that. I love that grace about Margaret Bernard, that yes, I do happen to be an author, and thank you for noticing. Not, you know, well, of course I'm an author. What's wrong with you? You didn't know that? I'm sorry. I love the grace from Margaret Bernard. And then Crystal at Reading and Retail, that's one that I really enjoy. She does a lot of funny shorts, and she has like she's done a video on Goosebumps and some younger reads, and she likes Nora Roberts, and I find her channel very entertaining and very accessible because sometimes she has shorts, and sometimes I'm in a hurry and I just need like that little fix from YouTube, and so I turn to Crystal at Reading and Retail, and she likes Funko Pops. I've never heard of Funko Pops until I started watching her channel, and it's just fun. It's just fun and silly. Alicia Reads and Rambles. That's a new one that I have discovered. She's a booktuber and she's just starting out, so throw her some love and go check out her channel. I like her videos. I think probably Shelley Swearingen gave her a shout out, and that's how I discovered her. But she's just, you know, she's very real. You know, she just talks about her books and her life, and she's just a really nice booktuber. And she's, you know, always responds to my comments and things too. Book Zealots. I love Book Zealots. That's a mother and son, which is a very interesting approach. And as a mom of two boys, you know, of course my sons would not. You know what? I'm going to give Book Zealots a shout out simply because the woman gets her son on YouTube. My son, both of my sons, but especially my middle school son, he said to me, he said, "Mom, you shouldn't vlog. You're really not good at it." And in my Cape May vlog, it's funny because I'm, you know, looking at all these trees and all these things hanging from the trees as I'm wandering around Cape May. And my son and my husband like go booking way ahead. They don't want anything to do with me. They don't even want to be seen with me. So I love my children, don't get me wrong. I'm just sort of kidding around. They're good kids and they're supportive, but they do not watch my channel, and I don't think that I would be able to get them on my channel. So I love watching the Book Zealots because it's a mother and son, and they're just very nice people too. Okay, let's see. Ben Denison. Okay, let me just say real quick, Ben Denison, he is not a booktuber. He has a channel, but he doesn't have videos. He posts other videos. But I just need to say, I really am so grateful for Ben Denison because he comments on my videos sometimes, and I swear it's like the Lord tells him, you know, encourage Miss Thomas today, because he always seems to know when I'm really starting to doubt myself in BookTube. There are days when I think, man, I can't even get 100 subscribers. People don't comment. I don't know if people are even watching. Why do I bother? Now, I will say about the commenting, I censor my comments. I always publish them unless they're inappropriate. It's not that I wouldn't publish a comment if someone disagreed with me or insulted me. That's not it at all. It's that because I'm a teacher and I started this channel with my students in mind, I do not allow comments to be posted until I've read them first, just because I would be horrified if somebody posted something, I don't know, pornographic or inappropriate or in any way offensive. I would feel responsible. And so I do screen my comments, and maybe that's why I don't get too many of them. But I just have to say, Ben Denison, I mean, there are days when I think, nobody's watching, nobody cares. I should just, you know, hang it up and let it go. And it's not that I want to be this great red carpet YouTuber or anything like that. That's not it at all. It's just that what I say is important to me, and I want people to hear me talking about the important things that I want to say. It's important to be kind to each other. The books we read matter. The empathy we can get from books matters. You know, you matter. You know, everyone matters. And I want to say that. And sometimes I feel like nobody's listening, and I feel so discouraged and I want to give up. And Ben Denison, on more than one occasion, I'll read his comment and I'll feel like, wow, somebody is listening and somebody does appreciate, you know, my channel. And so lots of people do. I just think his timing is uncanny. He has such a knack for throwing a positive comment my way when I need it most. And I don't think I'm going to edit this. I think I'm just going to have these mistakes in there and just be real. So day, way, I don't know. So I don't know how obvious this will be when I'm filming or when I finish filming, but I'm sticking in this quick edit because I have very recently joined the Eclectic Book Club, and I've made so many wonderful booktuber friends that I have to adjust my list and make sure that these booktubers are included. So David Wiley and Shelley Swearingen formed the Eclectic Book Club, and I'm really loving it and enjoying it so very much that I would have to mention them in this video. And then some of the friends I've made through that book club are Jolene of Bookworm Adventure Girl. I've loved her insights and her thoughts as we discuss the book. Currently, we're finishing Fahrenheit 451. This will probably be posted even later. That's a problem, though, when I post too far in advance, or I film too far in advance before I post, and then I make these new booktuber friends, and I have to go back because I can't exclude them. Gemma at Gem of Books is also just a wonderful person to have in a book club, and I'm really enjoying her insights and just getting to know her, and had to make sure I edited this and included her as well, along with Kevy. I think it's pronounced Say Kevy, Kevy's channel. Kevy is just a really energetic, creative booktuber, and I just love the energy that she brings to the book club. And Alice of Alice and the Giant Bookshelf is just also someone that I really enjoy. And I have to say, Alice, she did a video on cats, and she had her cat in the video, and I have Truffles the cat. For a long time, I was doing book talks with Truffles on Sunday, and the idea was Truffles would make a video and she would tell us about the video that I'm going to do on Wednesday, because you know how cats think that like they own you and they own the house and you're really the pet. So it was sort of a joke, my Sunday videos, as if Truffles runs the YouTube channel, and you know, she lets me post on Wednesdays. I don't know if anybody got it, so I stopped doing the book talks with Truffles on Sunday, but Alice did make a comment on one of them that she really loved that. So Truffles says hello, or to do it in my Truffles voice, Truffles says hello. So in our house, we talk as if we're Truffles, you know, we'll be at the table eating and I'll say like, I want some pepperonis, give me pepperonis. How come I don't get the pepperonis? I like them too. You know, so I don't know. I felt like Alice got it. So I wanted to make sure I thanked her and put her in this video. And then there's Noah at Everyone Who Reads It Must Converse, a new subscriber that I was thrilled to have, who also is a very good booktuber. And the last booktuber that I want to mention is Kate Howe. Kate Howe has just formed the Kindred Spirits book club, and I've been looking at her channel and enjoying her channel very much. And she wants to do a book club where we talk about gentle books and like homey books and homemaking books. And she's forming this book club that I'm really looking forward to. So I wanted to make sure I included her as a booktuber that I like and admire, even though if you were to put me on like one of those scales, it would be like, as far as subscribers and success and probably skill and ability, it would be like, here's Kate and here's me. You know, she doesn't need my help at all, but I still wanted to say I like her channel. So those are my booktubers that I wanted to give shout outs to and tag. The last question. Name 5 booktubers who are inactive and you would like to come back. Okay, well, there are 2 booktubers that I guess were inactive and have recently come back. And so I want to definitely say, yay, welcome back. Big shout out to the Colorful Book Nester, and put her channel there below. It's interesting. She does coloring. She likes to do coloring books, and like adult coloring books, and talk about books that she reads. And she's a new one that I've just discovered that I'm enjoying. And Duncan McCurdy is one that I've been subscribed to for a while. Bill Ruttenberg, in his shout out about my channel, also mentioned Duncan McCurdy's channel, so I subscribed. And I noticed he wasn't on BookTube for a while. And then when he came back, I put a comment, "Hey, you're back, welcome back." And he replied, "Yeah, I've been a little bummed lately, and now I'm trying to get back into things." So please throw him some love, throw him some encouragement, because he has a really kind, gentle voice, and I enjoy his videos, and I just hate for anyone to feel discouraged. I know personally how very discouraging at least life can be for me. And I think I'm a pretty happy person. I mean, I've got great kids, I got a great marriage, I got a great job, I have terrific friends, I love my church family. And yet I do have many a day where I think, why am I doing here? I'm doing all this work, I'm making these videos, does anybody care? And I think it's important to, build one another up and encourage one another. So the last booktuber, and I have saved the best for last because this one has been out of commission, and I just want to say, please come back, Lindsay Reads. Oh, I love me some Lindsay Reads. I really was immensely enjoying Lindsay Reads' channel. I had just discovered her when she disappeared. And I genuinely find myself worrying. I think gosh, did she get COVID? Has something happened? Was she in a car accident? Or has she just stopped making content? I don't know. But I want you to know, Lindsay Reads, that I loved your videos. I read many books that you recommended, and I hope you come back because I really did. I just enjoyed your videos so much. And that concludes my Booktubers I Love Tag. Thank you so much for listening and for being a part of this wonderful community and for being a reader. And just, I don't know, I just want to tell you, I know what I want to say. I was thinking about Dominic Sash and how she always ends her videos with, "Go out and be bold and be blessed." And I feel like that, even though I started watching that years ago and I had no idea when I was watching her videos that I would become a booktuber, I feel like, hey, I did. I ended up being bold and blessed, And Catherine at Do It on a Dime, she often ends her videos recently, especially I've noticed, she'll end her videos and say, "You are enough. If no one has told you lately, you are enough." And the first time she said that I noticed, I got all choked up and emotional because, here I am, a grown woman, and it just meant so much to me to have this total stranger say on camera, "You are enough." So I don't know. I need to come up with, put in the comments if you have some sort of thing that you could say at the end of your video that would just really be impactful. How can I be an encouragement to you and to just, I don't know, come up with something. You matter. You definitely matter. I find myself saying that a lot. So I guess I will say that to you as I end this video. Thanks so much for watching. And please always know that you matter.